Hey everyone! We're going to talk about something that's, well, pretty important right now. Making sure all of our course content is accessible for every single one of our students. And look, I know with the new state law in the mix, it might feel like a big task. But the great news is we have an amazing new tool that's going to make this whole thing way, way easier than you think. So you've probably heard the chatter about this, right? There's a new accessibility law here in Colorado. And yep, it has a direct impact on how we build and share our digital course materials. And that's the key date right there. As of July 1st, 2024, the requirement kicked in. All of our digital information and course materials, they need to provide the same level of access to students with disabilities as they do for everyone else. It's all about equal access.
Now, I can guess what you might be thinking. Oh man, that sounds like a ton of extra work. But here's the thing, you are not in this alone, not at all. You've got a brand new partner that's ready to help you meet these requirements.
So before we meet this new partner, let's just quickly talk about the why behind this law. At its heart, it's really simple. It's about equal access. It's about making sure that no student gets left behind because of a technological barrier. It's about creating a truly inclusive classroom. The whole law really stands on three main pillars. First, content has to be perceivable. Can a student see it or hear it? Think about adding a description to an image so a screen reader can explain what it is. Second, it's got to be operable. Can a student navigate your course if they can't use a mouse? Can they do everything with just a keyboard? And third, it needs to be understandable. Is the language clear? Is the layout logical and easy to follow? Okay, so let's meet that partner I was talking about. It's called Allie. And honestly, the best part about it is that it's already built right into Blackboard. You don't have to install anything, you don't have to download anything. It is there right now in your courses waiting for you. Now here's something really cool. The Colorado law says we need to meet a standard called WCAG 2.1. But Allie, it actually checks for an even newer, more up-to-date standard, WCAG 2.2. So by using Allie, you're not just doing the bare minimum. You're actually getting ahead of the curve. It's kind of like future-proofing your course. So what's Allie looking at? Well, pretty much everything you already use. It scans your PDFs, your Word documents, your PowerPoint presentations, all your images, even the stuff you type right into a Blackboard page. Oh, and it even checks those embedded YouTube videos to see if they have captions. It's incredibly thorough. So how does Allie actually show you what it finds? This is the fun part. It doesn't give you some long, complicated report. Instead, it uses these simple, colorful little icons. We call them the Allie dials. The very next time you log into your course, just look next to your files. You're going to see these little speedometer-style dials. There's one for every piece of content Allie has checked. And that little dial is your instant, at-a-glance report card for how accessible that file is. So what do these colors mean? It's super intuitive. If you see a red dial, that's in the low range. It means that file has some pretty big issues and needs some help. Orange is medium, getting better but still has room for improvement. Light green means you're in the high range, so close. And that beautiful dark green dial, that means it's perfect, 100%. Allie couldn't find any issues. Now, here's where the real magic of Allie comes in. It doesn't just point out problems. That's the key. It actually gives you a guided, step-by-step plan to fix them. It doesn't just say, hey, this is broken. It says, hey, this is broken, and here's exactly how you can fix it. And it couldn't be simpler. You see a dial that isn't dark green? You just click on it. That's it. That one single click opens up a feedback panel that's tailored to that specific file. And this is what you'll see. When you click that dial, this feedback panel slides out from the side. It shows you the score, it explains what the problem is in plain English, and then it gives you clear, simple instructions on what to do next. It's like having a little accessibility coach right there with you. So what kind of things will Allie help you fix? Well, here are some of the most common ones. For example, if a PDF is basically just a picture of text, like from an old scanner, Allie flags that as a huge issue. And why? Because for a student who uses a screen reader, that document is completely silent. It's just a blank page. Imagine that. Fixing that isn't just a technical task. It's removing a massive barrier to their learning. Okay, so you jump into your course, you see all these colorful dials, and you might think, whoa, where do I even start? That's a totally normal feeling. But don't worry, Allie helps you prioritize so you can start making a real difference, like today. Allie suggests two really simple strategies. The first one is to go for the quick wins. These are the easy fixes that Allie flags for you.
Tackling these first can give you some quick momentum, and you get to see those scores jump up right away. The other approach? Start with the lowest scores. Find those red dials and address the most serious barriers first to make the biggest possible impact for students right away. Either way, you can't go wrong. So, what's your next step? Just log into Blackboard, open up one of your courses, and just look for the dials. Find one that isn't perfect, click on it, and just see what it says. So ask yourself, what's the first easy fix you can make in your course today? Maybe it's just adding a description to one single image. Every little fix adds up, and it's a huge part of our collective effort to make sure learning is accessible for everyone.